Jupiter Ascending is directed by the Wachowskis and stars Channing Tatum, Mila Kunis, Eddie Redmayne, and Sean Bean, and is marketed as a sci-fi adventure tale that spans the galaxies about a woman named Jupiter, played by Mila Kunis, who's being hunted by this alien race. When in reality, the film is actually about an intergalactic squabble over land. I've been a humongous fan of the Wachowskis since the first Matrix film. The first Matrix film is one of my all-time favorite movies. It inspired me so much as a kid, and it continues to inspire me to this day. Now, I went into this movie skeptical but excited because the Wachowskis are at least always able to deliver a very interesting and appealing visual experience. And one of the opening action scenes in this movie is so mind-blowing, is so white-knuckle, grip my seats, get excited, sweaty palms. I was like, wow, this movie is going to be incredible. It's this awesome aerial battle through this city. It looks amazing, and Michael Giacchino's score is fantastic. I adored his score. I can't wait to pick it up. It was so well done. The special effects are awesome, but there are times where it feels very fake and you recognize you're just looking at an entirely 100% CGI image, and there are times when that feels very off-putting, especially with the green screen. Now, this is something that sometimes 3D films actually struggle with, is the fact that when you are separating a human being from the background, and you know that background is green screen, it makes it look more like green screen. I like Channing Tatum in this movie. I really like the idea of his hover boots and how he was able to basically skate across the air. That was a fantastic idea and very original. And Sean Bean was also awesome in this movie. I loved his character. He was a lot of fun, and nothing else. Jupiter Ascending is kind of terrible. Here's the deal with Jupiter Ascending, guys. It starts off kind of strong. You're kind of into it, and then all of a sudden, it turns into a 2-hour series of people squabbling over who owns the Earth. And Mila Kunis plays this character who's a fish out of water. She's suddenly around all these amazing things in space, and she's surprised, but all she ever says is, "Holy crap." That's the highest level of emotion we really get out of her character, and eventually she dissolves into a very weak woman in a series of scenes in which she's either about to sign her life away or sign her inheritance away, and Channing Tatum has to come in and save her. The movie divulges into an endless string of him having to come and save her when she thinks he's gone and she's about to give away her whole life or something, scene to scene to scene. That's what keeps happening because she's a weak woman who can't take care of herself, of course. Come on, Wachowskis, you can write a better script than that. Make her a stronger character. It was really disappointing. Some of the romantic dialogue is so horrifically horrendous that there were people throughout my theater laughing when you're not supposed to. And I'm talking multiple people. And at one point, the entire audience had this cringe-worthy, uncomfortable laugh where she said something that was supposed to be romantic. And it was just Twilight. And there's one thing I haven't mentioned yet, and I really should, and that's Eddie Redmayne. Look, this man's a talented actor. Very talented. But oh my gosh, whatever he was doing in this movie didn't work. He's like, hello, I'm a villain, and then all of a sudden I'll explode! His performance was truly bad, and it just did not work at all. Whatever he was being told or whatever he was thinking he was doing, it was not right. After that incredibly breathtaking action scene in the first act, the movie divulges into this long series of very boring conversations with strange alien creatures with ugly, awful, terrible character design. And these moments with these creatures really take you out of the scene because it'll be like this super serious scene. Everything's on the line. It's super dramatic. You're supposed to be into this moment. It's incredible. You're feeling it. You're getting excited. You're supposed to be anyway. The captain goes like full speed ahead and it pans down to the pilot and it's this strange elephant man who goes How am I supposed to not laugh at that? Jupiter Ascending is a movie that could have been so much more. Unfortunately, my best way to describe this movie is The Phantom Menace. You went into The Phantom Menace, the opening action scene, you're like, okay, this is pretty fun, but their dialogue's kind of, I don't know about that. And then the pod race, you're like, yeah, that's pretty cool, but the dialogue, and then the Darth Maul lightsaber fight was amazing, and oh my gosh, but the dialogue. And there's all these random scenes throughout the middle of trade negotiations and political discussions in which people babble on about things you don't understand or care about. It's as if Jupiter Ascending requires you to read a whole bunch of expanded universe novels before you can actually appreciate this film. I'm gonna give Jupiter Ascending a D+. Guys, what are your thoughts on Jupiter Ascending? Let me know below. Thank you so much for watching, and if you like this, you can click right here and get Stuckmanized.